Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome to another Wednesday digital instructions drop. But before we get into the digital instructions, which by the way, our biggest release ever, we also have to say that our 4th of July sale has kicked off today, starting right now. Promo code BKM10, save yourself 10% on everything except for pre-orders online, and then pretty much everything in our retail stores, minus some of the excluded reseller items. But everything Brickmania, 10% off now through the 7th. Take advantage of that because they don't come around as often as they used to.
That's right. Take advantage of that right now.
So we pulled some highlights here because this is obviously pretty exciting because for the first time ever, we have a digital Brickmania book. Not just one model, but all of the models.
All the models, show off the book.
In Overlord Bricks. Yeah.
There we go.
So we got to show some things off, right?
What do you want to show off?
Well, let's start with this breakdown here. So you might have noticed that the Mosquito and the Egg Panther in the center too. Those are your individual released instructions for today. So the Mosquito is available on digital download. So is the Egg Panther along with that 3D printed muzzle brake. But in addition to that, we also have Overlord Bricks.
In addition to that, the entire book.
The entire book, right.
Wow.
I believe the way it is bundled is that the XML files for the models are still individual. So it won't be like you download the book, you upload the XML file, and it gives you a parts list for every single model that's in the book.
And there are a lot
broken
of them.
down.
Like,
nice.
That is a huge. This might be one of our biggest instruction drops.
I think it is.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I think it's our biggest book.
Yeah. That's really awesome to see that out there. And so it's all the instructions for this book in like one file, right?
Exactly.
That's how that goes? Cool.
Exactly. So obviously looking at some of the models that you can get your hands on here, let's move the Mosquito.
There's no room on this table. This is, so you know it's a big release.
Nice.
When there just like isn't any space to put these models.
So obviously the X-Craft isn't going to fit up here, but I can put a couple of these aircraft and Panzer, and
you want me to fit
that's
something?
the Hellcat, I believe, over there.
Yep.
Old school.
This is one of the first kits that I photographed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
A cool history lesson.
Now you know.
Obviously the minifigures are not included in a digital download. So
you can digitally imagine them?
Yes, or you can use our sticker packs to make your own.
There we go. That's a more realistic alternative.
Yep, all of the, so Overlord Bricks is going to have its sticker pack published physically, but then remember your download also comes with a copy of the artwork that is included in the book, so that if you have your own ability to create stickers, you can absolutely do so. Yeah. I know we're working on our process of making sure that color matching, etc., is good in those initial downloads, but otherwise you can always rely on the sticker pack to be accurate.
Yeah, and like we said, like the digital downloads do include that sticker artwork. So if you have like a home printer, you can get sticker paper or even just regular paper. You can glue it on. You can if you have sticker paper with an X-Acto knife and a nice little cutting surface, you can get really good results out of that.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely a lot of customization options, and then of course. The reason there's an F-14 sitting in front of me is that you can go through awesome companies like Brick Designers. Here, you see that there? Yeah, there we go.
That is a cool
So that is completely printed. Talk about cross-element. So this is just one of the packs they make, and this is for the F-14, which was obviously pretty crazily popular. Set that there. See the comparison between those.
So that's a printed windshield. So
right.
Yeah, the original kit had a lot of stickers. So it's cool seeing Brick Designers help us take this up to sort of the next level. Yeah,
you can see just kind of a lot of what they put together just kind of adds that extra level of detail. The packs themselves are pretty generous with what they do in the sense that they do good research on their markings, etc., and then they are just able to kind of offer a variety of printed elements that we quite honestly don't have the space for.
I mean, is this the whole pack?
Right. So this is the F-14 pack that we kind of have set up here. I'm going to put some of this stuff on.
We showed a few of the elements on this kit, but I mean, you can really deck this thing out.
Let's get this bad boy loaded up, shall we?
Yeah. Got it. We can do both. We can do both.
Why not?
Why not? There's no reason why not.
There is no reason why not.
You want to put this up here when it's done?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So there we have it. Now we just did the tail fins. We didn't do the entirety of it, as you can see our windshield piece is still hanging up there. But you can just see how these things can really take your digital instructions to the next level. Obviously, we still have the old school pilots that were included with the kit in there too. Landon has since come out with a V2 version of those. That looks really, really excellent. So there's plenty of assets out there to be able to complete these builds that had pretty much previously been retired.
Yeah.
Gone from existence, and now you've got companies like Brick Designers bringing printed elements back into the game, so that you can not only build these Brickmania models with your own parts, but then you can give them the custom printing treatment that you want. And ultimately, depending on how Bricklink treats you, it's pretty affordable.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely going to be less than obviously the kit itself in physical format. You know, if you can get a hold of the original release of a kit.
Right.
And I think even with Bricklinks is awesome, but I think one of my favorite parts about it is that you can use a lot of your own existing collection if you want to do a camouflage schemes. You can kind of customize it yourself. That's kind of where these digital instructions really shine.
I agree.
So you can just totally utilize what you already have.
Yeah, you kind of you get the techniques down, and then you can make it your own.
Yeah,
that's
and
a
then
really good
you
point.
supplement that with Bricklink. You know, depending on how big your collection is, you might not have to go too far into Bricklink.
Right.
There's some people watching around right now just laughing at that, like, "Oh, good one."
Yeah, very
Once you
funny.
go down the Bricklink hole, I think it's
true.
just careful, budget.
Yeah, budget. Be careful. And then you jump on there and you see some of the designs too that have been uploaded that you can get, and you're like, "Oh, that's a cool looking spaceship thing. I'll quick download that." Why are there $300 worth of parts in my? Yeah, whatever. We've all been there. It is part of the deal, but still cool. Still a new thing for us, really, to be able to put something like Overlord bricks out in digital formats. This was kind of a tester product. Yes, the plan is to do the rest of the books. No, we don't have a plan for Bricks in the Sand Part 2. Those are like the two most common asked questions is, are you going to digitalize the rest of the books? Is there Bricks in the Sand Part 2? Yes, no.
One thing
Well,
at a
it's more
time.
like yes, maybe, but
One thing at a time. Let's just. This is what we got. We got this.
Enjoy Overlord bricks.
Yeah.
One of the things we're also attempting to set up, because we're pre-recording this video, I'm not 100% sure if it's up and ready to rock, but hopefully will be in the future if it's not ready to go right now, is an XML file for the models included in Overlord bricks that will be automatically sent to your inbox if you've purchased the physical book.
There we go.
Because I know that everyone's basically saying, like, dude, the reason for digitizing the entire book collection is because those XML files make your life so much easier.
Just uploads right into Bricklink.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's coming soon. Soon.
It would be nice to be able to do that with the physical copies of the books as well. And so since we're doing the work to put them into the digital, it would make sense to be able to include them for free when you purchase the physical book itself.
That's cool.
So hopefully that'll be up and running. If not, give me a minute. I'll get there.
We'll get it.
We'll get it up and done. All right, so Mosquito, Overlord bricks, the Yeg Panther, don't forget that muzzle brick, and don't forget to check in with Brick Designers. Oh, the other thing I should mention too, on brickdesigners.com, if you go to their website, there's a fun little logo there that says Brickmania Instructions Compatible. They have that attached to every product that you can then download from our site. So if you're wondering what of the Brick Designers packs can I actually get instructions for, just look for that Brickmania compatible logo, and you'll know that either an existing kit that you can put these printed elements on exists, or there's a digital download available for you to build the model yourself. So a nice little partnership there between Brickmania and Brick Designers to make sure that everything is easiest for you guys.
Yeah. What a freaking release. This is awesome.
Yeah, good Wednesday,
X-Craft.
right?
What's going on
Oh my
with the X-Craft?
gosh.
Did we forget? Did you forget? Okay, X-Craft. I like the stand too. And I think this whole side comes off. Look at that. Even just that, like,
Cool little interior.
it's pretty detailed actually. It's a sharp looking display piece. It's one of those things that takes up a lot of good real estate on a shelf, and it's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, right. Simon Jones, big fan of the X-Craft.
It's cool.
Yeah, cool little build. So that'll do it for the Wednesday instructions videos. Go out there, get your downloads, pick up your Brick Designers printed elements, and thank you very much for watching.